Hey guys, welcome back to another Topic Tuesday here on my account. If you don't know what Topic Tuesday is, it's just a kind of like a tag set up by originally Jody's Polish over on Instagram. It is now run by somebody else. I will link that down below as well as my own Instagram. But what it is every week they post a different topic that you can answer or comment on either on Instagram, YouTube, however you want. And I have just been going through them, picking and choosing the ones I want, and posting them here. So today's topic is going to be, how do you store or display your nail polish? Now, I know that if you watched my sorting my nail polish video, you've probably already seen kind of this whole overview, but today I'm going to go a little bit more in depth and talk about some of the struggles with this setup, some of the benefits of this setup, and kind of like where I'm at with it and where I'm going. Because if you can see, I haven't cleaned any of it up. So if you look, oh my goodness, that was really out of focus. If you look at the top, it's a little bit messy right now because I've just got stuff overflowing. And I'm going to be honest with you, I think I need a third drawer. So I think we're going to switch to the hand cam and I will kind of show you what's going on over here. So the main component of my storage is obviously these two drawer sets here. These are IKEA Helmers. They are okay for the purpose that they serve, but they are a little bit flimsy. So if you take a look here, it is just very thin metal. Like this is a lip, so it's even thinner than that. And if I pull it any further than this, it is really quite dangerous. You can see, like, I can push the bottom up. This is really thin metal. So in order to get to the back of the drawer, I do have to use two hands and pull the whole thing out, and then typically like set it on the floor out in front of me. And then on the top here, I just have a couple little things. I have a basket for where I refill cotton balls. Those are in like excess storage. And then this is my basket that I take when I paint my nails. It has my cleanup brush, my acetone dish. I usually keep like a couple base and top coats in here. I've got some orange wood sticks to help with cleanup, and like cuticle nippers, just like stuff that I would use every single time. And I use the same napkin until it's pretty disgusting because I don't like to be wasteful. And then I have this guy here, which, you know, obviously doesn't even fit in two drawers. And this is an empty bottle. I just think it's cute. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I keep some extra stuff up here that like I don't put away until I filmed a video on. I need better storage for that. All right, so as you can see, my main storage are these two 6-drawer units. These are the IKEA Helmer. They are nice for what they are. They're not too expensive, and they do hold a lot of polishes. Like one of these drawers I've noticed holds anywhere from like 70 to 100 nail polishes depending on the brand. However, if you look at the metal that these drawers are made of, it is quite thin. Like this is like a hooked lip, but like these are very thin drawers and they are not very stable. So you can see, like, I'm just lightly pushing on the bottom and it's pushing all the polishes up. So these drawers do get very heavy with nail polish. And if I pull it out any further than here, I'm gonna need two hands to take this out. And there is a spot right here where you could like latch this out inside and it would prevent it from coming out any further, but then it's impossible to get to the back. Like, look at how much space you lose if you can't pull it all the way out. So I didn't do that on any of these. That was just like a personal choice. And so yeah, these two Helmers house all my nail polish, and then as you can see, I do have some nail art stuff and like my base and top coats and treatments, and there's some extra stuff. We'll go into those in a second. And then kind of secondary storage is here on the top. I have a few things. let me stand up here. We have a basket for cotton balls, and I do have like a whole like thing of cotton balls in that bottom box. I just kind of replenish as I need to, so I don't have like cotton balls everywhere. And then this is my basket that I take with me over to wherever I'm painting my nails. It has everything that you could really need, and I can throw whatever else I need in there. But I have my cleanup brush, my little acetone dish. I don't know why this is in here. It just needs a magnet on the back. And then I have my cuticle nippers, like quick dry drops, Q-tips, orange sticks and stuff like that, base and top coats. And so I can just take these two baskets really quickly with me to wherever I'm going to paint my nails. It's really convenient. And then I just use, when I'm like using my cleanup brush or my orange wood sticks, I'll wipe it off on this napkin. And then once the napkin gets completely destroyed, then I'll get a new one. But I don't like to just throw each one away. And then you can see I just have one, well, I don't have one polish, but this is the polish that does stay out, because if you can see, it doesn't even fit in 2 drawers. So that one's just kind of destined to live up here. I finished this bottle of quick dry drops. I save the bottles for some reason and think like, oh, I can use these for something, and then they just sit in a box. So we'll see what I do with that. Maybe I'll put cuticle oil in it. And then this is just something I got from Ulta. It was a free gift. I'm going to be talking about this in a later video, so I just kept it out. This is where I keep all my nail art brushes, and if I ever have like a really bad nail break, I can use these clippers instead of, you know, filing it down, because sometimes it takes way too long. And then I've got all my dotting tools, and then just some tweezers, because you never know when you're going to need those. I have a lint roller. This is what I use when I'm doing stamping art. It's really helpful to get the paint off your skin or off your mat or anything. And then just a couple like display boxes. They're not really that cute the way they are up here, but that was the Cirque Colors Advent Calendar. And then this is the most recent Holo Taco collection box, which I just think this is like the most beautiful box I've ever seen from them. So I really wanted to keep that one out. And then I have my bottle of acetone. This I just keep refilling. I buy like, I think it's like a gallon from Sally Beauty, and then I just refill this one from that. And then these are the Zoya Remove Plus, like they're the pumper bottles, so they're really nice. So I put regular acetone in this one, and then I just refill this one with Remove Plus whenever I need to. Just because that's like, especially when you're stamping, it's easier to kind of like lay your whole hand flat and go like that so that you don't get it on your nails. And then we have a lot of stamping plates that I really need to sort through and organize, and maybe get rid of what I'm never going to use and give away some. But that's a product for another day. And then, as you can see here, this is the mess that usually isn't here. This is all stuff that has kind of overflowed out of my drawers, and I'm going to need another set of drawers probably pretty soon. And then these are just, I got to sort these into my swatch stain collection. And then last, before we get into the drawers, you can see over here on the side, I have a lot of like pots of various glitters and things like that that never get used, but they were fun in theory. And this is where I keep all my swatch sticks. I did a sorting video a little while ago. Maybe you saw that. I think this is mostly empty. There's just some weird, I don't know how to use these. There's some kind of like stamping thing. Let me see if I can get one. They're like, they have a design on the rubber here. And I don't know if you scrape the rubber directly. It's a really strange thing. I got them when I bought some girls' collection, and they were just in there. And then this has, let me take these off. So this is where I keep kind of all my excess stuff. So I've got a plastic bag for some reason, like extra gradient sponges. This is, it holds stamping plates. I've got extra little bottles where I put like nail oil, or I put, what is it, the cuticle remover. you know, old hollow taco boxes, a lot of old hollow taco boxes that I just can't display right now because I don't have room. Like 10,000 Z-wide brushes that I just, I haven't switched them out because I just don't know what to do with them. While we're here, let's put this with his other empty bottle friends. I got a second jelly cure system for free. Like, they just keep sending these for some reason. So yeah, it's just like anything that I don't have the space for in my drawers, and yeah, that's where it goes. So I'm sure I've mentioned this before, but my drawers are alphabetical by brand, and then I try to do like rainbow within the brand. It, you know, doesn't always work out, but up here, you know, we've got mostly China Glaze because my China Glaze collection is pretty big, but here's all the A's and B's. And if you ever want me to like go through any of my individual like polish collections or something like that, just let me know in the comments, or I can talk about, you know, certain brands. We got more China Glaze, and then we've got some Ciate London in the back, and Cirque. Let's see. We've got a lot of Color Club, different dimensions, Essie. Here's almost everything by Hollow Taco. I'm missing 5 of them. Ice Cream Nails. I think these are so cute. I definitely, you know, every time they have a sale, I'm super tempted, but I have to stop. Oh shit. Almost dropped that drawer, so let's just keep going. These are clean color. Ew, that looks disgusting. I got these from another girl's collection just because they were in it, and I don't know, they're fine. They smell kind of weird. I think they're on Amazon. I'd never heard of them before I got them. And then I got, you know, a few LI colors. I got turned onto these because of Kelly Marissa. She did a review on these like neon jellies, and then I was kind of hooked, and they're super cheap, so that's always nice. Let's see, all my my new 9-0s in the back. Those are really pretty. And as you can see, like, this is just a chore to have to pull these drawers out. I wish I had a drawer that had like a track that would hold and support it, but I don't know if there's a drawer that is supportive enough for this much weight, because these are quite heavy and cumbersome, especially because they're made out of metal, so when you try to pick them up, they can hurt your arms. We got New Bar, which is another brand I'd never really heard of before. This is all my OPIs. I think I'm not a big OPI stan in the way that some people really love OPI. I think they're fine. I just feel like their collections are kind of repetitive, and I guess when you've been in the game that long, it is hard not to be. And then creeping in the back, we got the start of my Orleys, which I do love Orly. I like their rubber caps a ton. And then here we've got even more Orly. We got a bunch of picture polish. And then we get into the Sally Hansen, which, man, there's just so many different Sally Hansen bottles. I know I've complained about this before, but it's like there's like 8 or 9 different lines in my collection alone. My favorite is definitely the Insta-Dry. I think the bottle is ugly. I think it's a horrible bottle. It tips over, but they have the most fun collabs. Like, I have the Crayola ones. They've done a Sour Patch one. They just came out with a Mentos one. A lot of candy, I guess. So those are really cute. And then all my Sinful Colors. These are another easy one to just pick up at like Meijer or Walmart or whatever. I actually went to like 3 Walmarts to find one of these recent collections. So we got all those. And then I do have, oh, that was not supposed to happen. Oh no. I have this magnet here. Okay, let's try that again. I have this magnet here. This is for some magnetic nail polish that my boyfriend got me for our anniversary. That's from, oh my gosh, cannot function. That's for Starly, or from Starly. And then S through Z, we've got Smith & Colt, which these are massive. Like, look at them compared to like normal nail polish bottles. We got a ton of those, and then we got a ton of Zoya. I'm going to drop this if I'm not careful. And then the rest of this is Zoya, and then some of my stamping, because the rest, as you saw, is up here. So we got to figure out what we're going to do with that. And that's when we get into the actual, like, nail art and base coats and top coats. So I'll just give you a quick rundown, because I think I went a little bit more. See, I can one hand that one. But I think I went into depth this a little bit more in my sorting video. But we just have some stamping, like rubber stampers and the scrapers. I have some latex-free beauty sponges that you can use to do gradient nail art and stuff like that. Swatch wheels. I have a ton of swatch wheels. Oh, I was doing something. And those are just helpful if you want to like do some comparisons and stuff like that. You don't want to use your real nails. My tape dispenser of striping tape. I think I saw somebody do this on Pinterest, and that's where I got that idea. So, and then my mom gave me these dip nail art, or not nail art, just like dip nail polishes. They're okay. They're hard to use, I think, without making a huge mess. And underneath of these, oh goodbye, just the glitters from Cirque Colors that I got when I was unboxing that advent calendar. We have a ton of glitter wheels, and if you've never seen one of these, this is just what they look like. And then over here, I just keep extras of my cuticle solvent. This is just one of them I have. It's like the blue, I can't remember what it's called. It's got like a blue plus sign on it. It looks like a first aid thing, but it's not. Oh, here we go. And then I have, this is the Bliss Kiss nail oil. I'm almost out of it, but I have like 10,000 other nail oils, so who cares? And then all my blank swatch sticks, and this is just one nail wheel that didn't fit. So that's that drawer. Okay, and the last drawer, that one's a little heavier. We have this OPI Rapid Dry, and I got this in the month of March. That's when I'm filming this. Yes, it's March. And if I don't know if this is going up before or after my April like monthly haul for March, but I got this. It smells really horrible. It just stinks. So I've just used it on my feet, and once I use it up, I'm never using it again. I have the nail lacquer thinner from OPI, just when your nail polish gets really thick. These are just part of the system for the dip nails. And then this is all my, we've got base and top coats. This is just a cuticle remover from Cure. I got this for free. It's nice, but it's not like $18 nice, which I think is what they charge for it. Oh, and then I got apricot cuticle oil from Essie. I just use that when I take pictures. I might do a favorite base and top coats in the future, but sneak preview, if you like to stamp, buy this. Buy the smudge-free, oh my goodness, please focus. Buy the smudge-free top coat. It will save your life. And then over here, I have 2 silicone nail art mats. Why do I need 2? I don't. I just have them. But they are really helpful. They're really nice. And then back here is my Naked Manicure gel system. And I don't use it a ton, but it is really nice. Makes your nails look really good. And if you choose to paint over the gel too, you can do that. So pretty cool. Okay, so apparently when I said it was going to be an only hands video, I lied a little bit. There's just too many things I wanted to talk about in regards to this topic, so here we are. So first of all, let me just talk about kind of what my ideal storage would be at this point. I think kind of what I really like the look of is when people have those bookshelves where within each shelf there's like 2 tiers, like it's almost like there's one stair in there, so that you can kind of put one polish and then one kind of up and behind it, so you can see them both, and it just looks really aesthetic. It's really pretty. But then I think about how much dust would gather and how difficult it would be to keep that clean. And I kind of think that I'll probably stick with the drawer system. The only thing is I would want a smaller nail polish rack to put on top so that I can put either my favorite stuff or the stuff that needs to be swatched or new things that I want to talk about on there before I kind of move them into my collection, so it's just kind of easier and it's all in one spot. So ultimately, I think just what I need is a third Helmer and a little nail polish rack, which those are like $10 on Amazon or something like that. So it's not like too big of a deal as far as achieving that goal. The only problem that's holding me back right now is I live in a very small 1-bedroom apartment and there is no more space to put a Helmer, at least not like over with the other ones that I have. So I'm either going to have to put it in its own space, probably in my bedroom, or just wait till we move, which maybe in a few months, so we'll see about that. But let's talk about the pros and the cons of this setup. Now, one of the biggest pros I can think of is it keeps the polish out of direct light, sunlight, everything like that, which can cause discoloration with your polishes. And, you don't want that, especially if you like the color. So it keeps them in a cool, dark place that, the formulas aren't going to get too messed with, which is nice. It also keeps dust from building up. I have never really had them get dusty in those drawers or anything like that, so that's really nice. It's also a lot more compact than one of those big bookshelf type units. You saw it's just 2 Helmers. I have almost 1,000 nail polishes over there, and it barely takes up that much space. So it is nice for that, and it makes it easy when I move, at least if I'm not moving a far distance. Like when we moved into this place, it was about a 40-minute drive from our old place. So I just took all the drawers out and like laid them flat in my car, and on one of my trips I just drove out here and then I just brought all the drawers in and put them back in, and it, I didn't have to pack anything in bubble wrap. It was not wasteful as far as like packing goes and stuff like that. So that was really nice. And the other thing too is it's kind of relatively cheap, I would say, as far as storage goes. I think a Helmer is like $40. Actually, let me look. Okay, yeah, I just pulled it up. IKEA Helmers are $39.99. I think Michael's had kind of a small knockoff that people were calling Melmers, the Michael's Helmer, but I don't know if they sell those anymore, and they weren't as big or as sturdy. So get yourself a Helmer. I know some people actually do use the Alex 9 drawers that a lot of beauty gurus use, but to me, I didn't like that because it had, at the top, there's like some smaller drawers, but then as you went down, the drawers would get a little bit bigger, and I'm like, I don't want a drawer that's this big and a drawer that's this big if they're all holding stuff that's the same height. So it looked visually kind of strange to me. So I just didn't get into that. I like the Helmers. So as far as the cons go, I think the biggest one is it's really hard to know what's in your collection without pulling every single drawer out, pulling stuff up to look at, which is a big reason for the swatch sticks. And it's not that inconvenient, especially if you know your own collection. But if you're having someone over to like paint their nails with you, I don't know if anybody does that. I don't have friends, so I don't do that. But if you did do that, it would probably be a big pain for them to have to go through all your drawers. So that's kind of a con. One of the cons I put down was it's not aesthetic. If that's important to you, I like it to look nice. I mean, I've stuck some magnets on there, but it does just look like you have, like, people come over and they're like, why do you have filing cabinets in your living room? And I'm like, oh, yeah, for my files. Just a lot of files. I love filing. When in reality, it's like I don't want them to even know what's in there at that point. Another big con for me is the sturdiness of the drawers. It's just like, it's like sheet metal, It's not built to hold the weight that I have put into it. In fact, when you buy these drawers to assemble, they come in one like big flat sheet, and part of it is perforated, and you bend those pieces up, and that's how you make the drawer. And there's like a metal slot and tab that you like stick in, if I recall correctly. So they are not like they're very malleable. And I bet you if I took all the nail polish out of one of my heavier drawers and I looked at the bottom, I bet the bottom would be kind of like hewed out because of the weight of the nail polish. So it's difficult because I like the drawer system. I think that it's nice, but you can't like pull the drawer out and have it just stay and be stable. You know, you have to be really careful because there have been a couple times where I've come very close to dropping one of those drawers as I was pulling it out, and it can not only break your nail, but more importantly, it could probably break your foot. So don't do that. And the last like con is that if you have empty space in the drawer, if you don't fill the drawer all the way up, then when you pull the drawer out, it like flings the polishes everywhere. This is like a little bit manic, huh? It like flings polish everywhere, and the bottles like clink together. You could chip something, but it's just like it also unsorts whatever you've done. So if your drawers aren't completely full, it just kind of makes your organization a little bit messier. I tried putting contact paper or like something similar to that on the bottom of the drawer. I think that's what you call it. It was like a rubberized kind of a matte thing. And it ended up starting to pull labels off the bottom of the bottles. And I was like, okay, we're not doing this. And I just got rid of that. And I dealt with like the sliding around. But it would be nice if I didn't have to put up with that. So anyways, that's it for me. I'm going to stop rambling on about storage. Let me know in the comments down below if you have a really cool way that you store your polishes, or maybe just super efficient. Let me know if you have any tips for me in the comments down below, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.